Hey Flosstube, welcome to Creative Whim Studio. Hey guys, welcome. Thank you so much for being here and spending your time with me today. I've got a lot to go over and I really don't want to make a long video. My videos have been really long lately, but I guess because of what? What is that word? Market? We are seeing a little bit of a breather. We're having a little bit of a breather. After market days, we were, getting reorders from people. So it's all good. It's all good. I worked with Kevin again yesterday because we had run out of Let Love Rain book and we got it in. And so we were trying to get caught up yesterday. So I worked with him yesterday and we're sitting pretty good now. So I feel like that weight lifted off our shoulders because I don't like people having to wait for their stuff. But, it happens. We are all doing the best we can. I want to start out by saying hi to Pam, Kimberly, and Mike. Thank you guys so much for watching. All right, so last Thursday, so we were supposed to go to a concert last Wednesday, and it got canceled. It was Greta Van Fleet. Two of the guys were sick. I was feeling under the weather myself. Tuesday, I just had that drainage. I mean, the weather's been so kooky. It'll get warm and then it gets cold and it messes with my sinuses every single time. And I wasn't feeling very good a couple days. And Wednesday morning when I got up, I had all that drainage and stuff. And then I'm thinking about the concert. I'm getting like all excited. And then I thought, golly, I wonder. I mean, that's a lot of pressure to stay healthy if you're in a band that's touring. Like they have tons of shows this year. And I thought, oh, Kevin's like, oh, you did it. It's your fault. Because I was like, oh, if one of them got sick or something, I mean, they'd play through it. Or if it's the singer, he can if he's got a sore throat and all that. And then it was canceled because two of them were sick. I was like, are you kidding me? That good old Michigan weather. So we had the grandkids on Thursday and we had the most glorious weather. Glorious, not with a T, not glorious. The most glorious weather. We were outside as much as possible. Anyway, so happy spring. First day of spring was Sunday, so that's awesome. Last week was also St. Patty's Day. We had the grandkids. They were dressed up super cute for St. Patty's Day, but I don't know, it's just not a day. I don't know, to me it's turned into a big drinking party day for people, and people start going to bars at like 8 in the morning, and I'm sorry. It's not me. It's just not me. Announcements. So there was a couple of interesting videos that I want you guys to check out if you're interested. First one is Julie McConnell from Reflections Framing and Stitching. She did a Flosstube video, I think it was one day last week, showing the Let Love Rain. She kind of features, she'll pick a chart and like feature it and excuse me, talk about the chart, show the floss colors, and then show it on different fabric, like hold the floss up to different fabric colors. I think that's so helpful, and it's a nice thing for her to do. Anyway, she featured Let Love Rain, and wow, some of the choices she pulled for the fabric color, interesting. There was a light blue that I thought, wow, if you had a blue room, that very pale blue background would be so pretty. But she, in case you can't find the called for or what have you, maybe you don't like the called for, but go watch her video. I'll have it linked below. Go check it out, and she gives a lot of different ideas for linens or Aida or whatever fabric that you like, but it's just about like the color, So another one was Rachel and Sue from Floss Toss. They are going to do a Biscornu along, and I think that is just amazing. So it's called Biscornu Along 2022. I'll put the hashtag up here so you can see it, and I'll also have links below to her website. She has ordered the Biscornu pattern from us, and I believe, you know what? She gave me all the info, and I couldn't get it to print off from my laptop. Like, to print from my laptop, it's Wi-Fi, and it prints down here in the studio on one of the printers, and it was not making a connection. So let me get that paper. Hold, please. Instead of printing the paper off, I thought it would be easier just to look it up on my phone here. All right, so here's all the deets on that stitch along, Biscornu Along. They are going to start it sometime in April, she said, hopefully. Sue and I will start as soon as we get the Newcastle Biscornu kits in the Treehouse Fiber Arts shop. She gave me the link for that. I'll link it below. The hashtag is hashtag Biscornu Along 2022. She said subscribe to Rachel's Instagram for updates, which is at Treehouse Fiber Arts. Stitch along with us using Newcastle Bouquet Biscornu design, or whatever design you want, but make sure it's a Biscornu. The goal is, I love this, dispel any scariness around finishing and have fun together. For any questions, email Rachel at rachel@treehousefiberarts.com. So that's very cool, because there is, you know, what is a Biscornu and how do you finish it? And it seems confusing, but I mean, I've not finished one, so I can't say 100%, but it's basically two squares, and instead of having them square on top of each other, you just kitty-wampus them so that there's there's a point here, a point here, you know, they're just like that. Anyways, and then you stitch them together, stuff them, and do your thing. And then you put a button or a bead of some sort in the middle of the top and bottom, and then sew them, you know, pull it so that it there you go. So this is the Newcastle Bouquet Biscornu that was released at market. And so the top was a square with these moths and that flower in the center. The bottom was also a square. And then you kitty-wampus them and sew them together. So that's why you have this zigzag pattern on the sides. And then use a button like Donna did, and she has a bead on that side, and then you just pull it together so it dips in the center. So yeah, I think that's really fun that they are doing that. I'm excited to follow that hashtag, let me just tell you. And I am getting ready. Well, I'm going to be designing another Biscornu, and it's going to be from land that I love. So it would be patriotic. Donna and I already discussed like the elements that would work well in the Biscornu from that design, and it's going to have an extra little perk too. I'm so excited. Okay, one last thing is Kate Nix on Instagram. She and her friends are starting a Let Love Rain sale. So I'm going to put the hashtag up here on the screen. It's basically hashtag Let Love Rain SAL. And so that will be fun to stitch along with them if you're interested. There's a lot of people, I know there's a lot of people that bought that because we have had to reprint that twice now. Wowzer. That was my favorite. I figured that would be the bestseller, but it blew me away. The other thing that blew me away was Love is the Key, the Nashville exclusive that I did with the two bunnies. I'll insert a picture here. Wow. Kevin and I said yesterday, we should have made that into a book, because I just blown away at how much that is selling. And it hasn't even been released to all the shops yet because it was an exclusive for market. The shops that attended market have 30 days to sell it before I open it up for all the shops to purchase it. So yeah, I was kind of blown away. I personally love the design. I was crazy over this design, but I just thought people might think it's too springy to do something that large. But, you know, if you like prim bunnies, it's not just spring. And the fact that it says love is the key to happiness, and he's got the key and she's got the locket, it's just, in the colors, it's just, I really love that one. You know, what's funny is, so I might have to stitch that myself. It will probably take me 10 years. Can I just say this? I watched, you know, listened to whatever, a lot of Flosstube, and I just get so excited and fired up thinking, I want to stitch like that. I want to stitch that, and I want to stitch that. And I have been, you know, collecting things. I bought things from market, from other designers, just to kind of keep in my stash so that when I do have more time to stitch, I will have things to stitch. But I just I don't have time to stitch, and it's becoming kind of a frustrating thing for me. I don't know how I'm going to find more time in my day to do more stitching, but there's some amazing releases from market that I would love to stitch. We're going to go right into whips. So my art whip from last week was what I started on Witchy Paintin' Wednesday. This is a cute little girl that was in my sketchbook from 2007. The original sketch, she had angel wings, but I took those out and I added the flowers. And there's a little kitty down at the bottom, and then the flowers kind of fill the area in between these two trees. So there's a tree here and a tree here, and they kind of form a heart. That's kind of what it's supposed to look like. But I love her little sad, pouty face. I think she's adorable. And that little bird with the top hat on top of her head. Super cute, and I hope to get that done this week. And then I did some stitching. Don't get me wrong, I did some stitching. I have an FFO, so that was what I worked the most on. But I got that done, and then I thought, oh, let's go and pick out a whip and work on it. So I did, and I can't find them now. I'm in the process of transferring all of my information from my notebook into this amazing journal that was gifted to me. And in the video from Chris Yo, by the way, Chris Yo, and I'll have her information linked below as well. But you know, the video I recorded of me opening this and the amazing floss bling, some people commented and said that they had tears in their eyes and they couldn't stitch, because, I mean, it is the most thoughtful gift and very personalized, and I think, you know, you could hear me kind of one of those things, and didn't mean to make you all cry, but pretty cool. Okay, so let's see. I worked more on my Merry Christmas Carriage House samplings. I know, I'm still doing Christmas. This is also what I realized when I was working on that. There are a lot of other things I want to start, like the Brenda Gervais Christmas, I can't remember the name of it, but we got it at the Farm Girl Gathering last fall. I would love to have that stitched for this Christmas. But I'm not one to want to start a million things, because I think I would get anxiety. Like, I think because, I don't know, I can't do it. So I feel like I need to finish some of these smaller pieces, and then I can start on something a little bit bigger. Anyway, to each his own, that's just how I feel. Quaker Christmas samplers. I am doing this bottom one, but I'm leaving off the two trees on the ends. And I also switched out the color. Indian Summer, geez, trees. All right, so the last time you saw this, I had all the top stars done, the Merry Christmas done, but what I have done since are the three on the bottom. So I have 4 more of those to do and it's done, and then I will fully finish it on something cool. I don't know what, but I stitched this 1 over 1 on 25 count. No, I didn't write it down. 25 count, I think. Oh, you know what this is? Pretty sure this is vintage country mocha because it's not modeled on the other side. So yeah, I wanted to try that 1 over 1 on 25 count to see if I could do it without magnification, and I can't. So, and I'm not crazy about stitching the 1 over 1 on 25 count. I love the look of it. What I don't like is that you can't do the sewing method because the threads want to pull under the warp threads. And so you have to do 1 stitch at a time, and it's the poke and stab, and it's not my thing. So I'm going to stick, you know, at least I'm trying different things, but I have found my favorite is stitching with 1 thread over 2 threads on 40 count. That's my sweet spot. I keep trying other things, but just haven't been as happy. So, but I'm determined to get these things done. All right, then the other thing that I worked on, very little, because, oh, this is kind of funny. So this next one is Lindy Stitches, Stephanie Webb, Shiny Thing. No, I call it Shiny Things. It's not called that, though. Raven's Needle Book is the name of it. So cute. Let me show you. It was a kit that she was so sweet to gift me. Yeah, it's really, really cute. Okay, so anyway, I was in my head, because I got the kit a while ago and I worked on it a little bit and then I kind of put it aside for a while because, you know, market. And I got I-N-Y done, so shiny is done. So I went to stitch a needle, or there was a motif anyways next to it, and I went to stitch that. And then I realized I'd never pulled the threads. I think what happened was I went to start it thinking that the kit included the threads, and it didn't, but it called for 310, and I have 310 seems like everywhere I go. So I'm like, oh, I'll just pull 310 and start working on it. Anyway, while I'm down here at the studio, I need to pull the rest of the colors and so I can keep working on it. But that is 2 over 2, and I do not like stitching with 2 threads. My stitches don't lay right. I get knots. I don't know. I'm weeding out the things that I don't like to stitch with and the things I do like to stitch with. That was it for whips. Let's get into finishes. So I did another little sketch in my super duper cute, can you hear the geese? My super duper handy dandy notebook. I love this square little sketchbook. So I sketched that last week. I'm so bummed that I put hip hip hooray. It would have been way cuter if I would have put hip hop hooray. Spring is here. So if I ever paint this or chart it, it will say hip hop hooray, spring is here. Even just that little piece would be cute. They could be 2 separate pieces, like 2 separate little pillows and cross stitch. How cute would that be? I'm really into bunnies right now. I don't know, spring. I guess it's because of spring. All right, so I finally finished and fully finished the March Faith in Stitches Unfailing Love. I finished it on a book so that it can stand up, and the color I thought was perfect. And then I used Lady Dot Creates Dirty Face Lace around the piece, and I love how it turned out. I think it's really, really cute. I was so excited that I didn't have any mistakes in it. And then I realized there is a mistake in it. I'm not going to tell you where. But anyways, there's a mistake in it. It's not super obvious. It is to me because I know where it's at. But anyways, I'm really happy to have this done. So I will later today be uploading the PDF to our Etsy shop. So the Faith and Stitches line is something I'm designing and stitching myself and fully finishing myself, one a month. And I'm going to do it all this year. I'm sure there's going to be some months where I don't get it done and maybe I'll do 2 the next month. But this one is a little bit larger than I would like. I got to keep that in mind when I'm picking out verses and scripture. I like them smaller because this is on 40 count. Oh, I should give you all the details. This is on 40 count Beach Brew by R&R. I love that color. Kind of grayish color. Stitch count 125 by 82, and it will fit into an 8 by 10 frame. But I happened to find a book that it looked good on, so I did that. Yeah, so this is 40 count. So if you did it on anything, 32, 28, something like that, it's going to be even bigger. So it's not really cute little pillow size or for your dough bowl or something. So yeah, I got to keep that in mind. But it would be pretty framed or like I did on a book. So here's one last look at it. I got a punch needle done too, but I had to send it off to Park Designs because they are using it to make, their hooked products like chair pads and runners and floor mats and all that stuff. So I don't have that here to show, but I did do a punch needle and I have it finished. Okay, so let's go through some haul that I picked up. My battery's about to die, so I'm just going to change it now so I don't get frustrated when I'm in the middle of a sentence. Today is Tuesday, by the way, a week ago yesterday. So last Monday, we had, we were going out to Millington for the celebration of life for Kevin's cousin. And on the way, I wanted to stop at Mike's Antiques because I am looking for furniture pieces for our downstairs and for a spare bedroom. So that was the main thing I was looking for. And I did find a couple pieces. I need to get back out there before they sell to someone else, but there is a piece that I really want that I need to go back out there for. But I found this really cool vintage Tints and Die box. They had several of them. I just purchased one. It was like $4.25 or something like that. But I thought this would be really cute. I'm always looking for things that will look good for staging, my finished pieces. That was something I never did before, but it does make a lot nicer pattern. So then they were putting away, excuse me, I'm catching my throat. They were putting away their Valentines cards, and I found a couple that I just had to have. Okay, so hopefully you can see this. It says, if I could sing a love song too, I'd tell my whole heart's love to you. Valentine greeting. But look at how cute she is, and she moves like she's talking closer into the, what do you call those? Switchboard? Is that adorable or what? There's no year on it though. It's so stinking cute. And this one just made me laugh. So I had to get it. Were I a lemon, you're the geezer. I'd appoint as lemon squeezer. Is that adorable? Yeah. Were I a lemon, you're the geezer. I'd appoint as lemon squeezer. That's so cute. Also, at that Mike's Antiques, I bought a frame. Yeah, this frame is awesome. It was there when I went there at Christmas time as well, and I didn't get it. And so since it was there again, I decided that it was meant to be. I love it. Isn't it cool and grungy? Then I purchased 3 frames from pictureframes.com. Let me grab them. This black one, it's a little shiny for me. I might go over it with some beeswax or something to kind of, I don't like the shine on it. But anyway, I got this for the Farm Girl Gatherings May retreat. So now you know kind of the size of it. My gosh, I cannot wait to share what I designed for that retreat. It's amazing. I love it. So anyway, so I got a frame for it. I have a piece that will be, it's a fall piece, and it will be released at Needlework Expo in August. And I wanted a frame for it, and I was debating on these two, so I went ahead and bought both because they are made from reclaimed wood. The red one is reclaimed barnwood, and once they run out of the barnwood, they run out of it and they can't offer it anymore. So I will not have a problem using both of these. I did, however, decide to use the red one for the piece that I wanted to frame. Here's the gray weathered wood one though. Oh my goodness, look at how cool it is. Isn't it awesome? Yeah, it's cool. So I'll use that for something. But even better is this one. Look at that awesome barnwood. So yeah, that will be used to frame a cool fall piece, which you will see come August. Before I move on to the most amazing linen, I wanted to share with you, I know I've told you guys before that I like to purchase from nuts.com. I haven't purchased from them in a while because I really love the blister peanuts, and they were out of stock for the longest time. These are the best. So I bought salted, and then I bought a bag of unsalted. I'm going to mix them because they're too salty, but yet peanuts with no salt would be gross. So I'm going to mix those two. And then I bought almonds and cashews as well. They are amazing. I buy the organic nuts. They have all kinds of different snacks, but really good quality, and they ship extremely fast. You know, I'm down at the studio and I want a little snack. A handful of peanuts. Oh my gosh, just, you know, that protein fills you up. It's awesome. Okay, guys, I got an order from Needle and Flax. You guys know Rachel is a Michigander as well, and she has awesome linen, and everyone's talking about it. And you know, her starting a floss tube was the best thing I think she could have ever done for her business, because I had never heard of her linen. And when I saw her video, I was like, oh my gosh, especially when I know the person is from Michigan. You know, I'm in Michigan, they're in Michigan, and I want to support them. So let me share with you what I got. Dirty teacup. I think I got mostly 40 count. This is dirty teacup. It's got a little bit of a pink to it. Let's see. Hopefully that's showing up pretty good. Yeah, it's not. That looks more brown, but it actually has more of a kind of a pink tint to it. That's pretty good right there. I think the further away, the better. Love that. I have to put them back in the bag because the bag is what has the name and the size. So if I don't put them back in there, ooh, I'd be in trouble. This one is Walnut Grove. This is also 40 count. This is an interesting color. I don't even know what to call that color. It is brown, but it's got a lot of, it's got a red tint to it. It's showing lighter than what it really is. Let me get closer. It's beautiful. That's all I got to say. It's almost like a, I don't know what you would even compare that to. You know what would be cool is to like pull DMC colors. I think that's the most accurate it has shown. Pull DMC colors that would match it. Because, you know, we all show this stuff on our videos, but if it doesn't show accurate, what's the point, right? So if you can say, hey, this matches DMC, blah, 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 you could pull that DMC, or, you know, if you have the DMC card that has all the real floss in it, you know, you could really get a good idea. So I might do that and then revisit these another time. So I don't know if I'll get to it. This is 32 count Andorra. Oh my. This reminds me of, oh, what do you call it? No, I can't think of the name of it. Never mind. This would make a great Halloween piece. Like my little Fabulous Monsters would be really cool on there. And I think that's why I got 32 count, because my Fabulous Monsters are on a 32 count. All right, now this, Alcott, this reminds me of straw, Weeks Dye Works straw, the color, which I use a lot. It's like a yellowish, kind of greenish. But if you're familiar with Weeks Dye Works straw, that's what it looks like. I feel like I'm wasting your time showing you these because I don't know how accurate they're showing up. Ooh, Brea. This one's really pretty. Oh, how beautiful. This is kind of a peachy, kind of a flesh tone color. Come to thy garden, no, come to the garden, thy senses will be overjoyed. That's a sampler I designed. That would look awesome on this. I will have Rachel's website and her Flosstube linked in the description box below. Ooh, Melville. This is 40 count Melville, and it is a blue with maybe like a, it's almost like blue fabric had something rusty sitting on it. Oh, I can see a face in that right there. Can you see that face? Yeah, it's like something rusty was sitting on this blue fabric. It's beautiful. And it's a very gray blue. It's so pretty. Wow, I don't know what I'll put on that. It might not be something I design on. It might be something that I stitched of somebody else's. Who knows? All right, these next few are absolutely beautiful for samplers. So I could see myself designing on these. 40 count Steinbeck, which I think I've shown this before. I think I already have some of it. It is like a gray, it's a beige. No, it's a grayish. I'm sorry, it's gray and beige. It's so beautiful. Have you ever heard that term, grayish? Oh, it's so pretty. It's just so pretty. And you know, it helps too. I might leave that one out. And these sampler ones, I can hold them up together, and that will give you an idea as well. That helps to have them compared to another one. 40 count Thornfield. Oh, you know what I like about this one? How light it is. Because there's sometimes you want just a really light color for a sampler. And the modeling is so pretty in that. It's just a nice, like, I don't want to say cream because cream a lot of times indicates that there's yellow in it. There's really no yellow in it. It's just a nice, like, off-white parchment kind of color. Maybe not parchment. That might not even be the right term. I don't know how to explain it. So I will show, ooh, I don't want to get these messed up. Thornfield. I'm going to show Thornfield next to Steinbeck. And that will give you a good idea of the difference in the colors. There you go. See, now you can tell how light this is and how dark that is compared to it. It definitely helps. Okay. All right. Next we have Peteskey Stone. Michigan is known for its Peteskey stones. Ooh, how beautiful. That's my dog. I was wondering what was making a noise over there. Oh my gosh. So this is like an off-white with a lot of gray modeling. Can you see that gray modeling? That is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I could see an Americana piece on that. So let me show you that Peteskey Stone next to Thornfield. So see how much whiter this is with the gray, where this is it's more of a parchment color with a little bit more, the modeling is kind of a peachy color. So gorgeous. Peteskey Stone. Ooh, I don't want to mess these up. All right. Those were the lightest two, Peteskey Stone and Thornfield, so I'm going to put them back in their said bags. Now, Hemingway. All right, so Hemingway, Dolly Madison, and Eastwick. I wonder if I hold them in the bag. If I can show them in the bag. They are quite similar in color. First we have 40 count Hemingway. Oh, God, this is amazing. This is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. This is definitely a nice sampler beige color. I'm going to hold it up against Steinbeck, where you can see Steinbeck is much more gray, which Steinbeck is on top, and the bottom is Hemingway. So it's definitely more brown. So beautiful. Next we have 40 count Dolly Madison. Now to me this is very similar to Hemingway. Again, the perfect sampler color. I'm going to hold it up to Hemingway. So we've got Hemingway on top, Dolly Madison on the bottom. So they're in the same like color family, but the Dolly Madison is lighter. Oh, I love it. And then last we have 40 count Eastwick. Didn't I show Eastwick already? I don't know. Steinbeck, Eastwick, they all. I have a hard time keeping them straight. This one is like a gray with some rose colors in there. But what I like about this one is that modeling. The modeling is fantastic. But it is showing, washed out on this camera. So I'm going to hold this one up against, so this is Eastwick on the bottom and Dolly Madison on the top. So Dolly Madison is in the brown family, and then Eastwick, as you can see, is more of a gray. So beautiful. That is all I have, although I forgot I had a couple people send in. Actually, they didn't send in. They didn't say, hey, you want to show this on your Flosstube? Actually, one posted it in my Facebook group, and the other one, she put it on Instagram. And anyways, I asked them if I could share these things on my next Flosstube. So first you're going to see in Command, that was stitched by Kate Nix. She is on Instagram. She's also the one that is hosting with her friends the Let Love Rain sale. And then we have Chicken Run Punch Needle by Doreen Branham. Doreen is actually selling that finish. I don't know if she's sold it or not. I will put her contact information down below as well. So yeah, thank you ladies for letting me share those with you all. That's it, guys. That's it. Thank you so much for being here with me and spending a little time with me. As soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to record the giveaway video for the 10,000 subscribers because I just haven't had time to do it. You know, amongst the other deadlines and things I have going on, I have spent several days helping Kevin, you know, getting market orders out and aftermarket orders, and then it's been a zoo. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and do that right after I'm done with this video, so make sure you check that out. And I just so grateful that you joined me today. So don't forget to create. Hey, Teeny, you want to say bye? You probably could do it better than me. She probably knows the outro better than I do. I hope you get a lot of stitching and creative time in. Don't forget, create every day. Bye.